Welcome back to this already the final segment of today's Price of Business. And on today's program, we're going to wrap it up with Dave Walton. He's with a company called Cozen O'Connor. That's Cozen, C-O-Z-E-N, O'Connor, O''C-O-N-N-O-R. Easy to find, easier to find at Cozen, C-O-Z-E-N.com. Looking at the homepage, I see a couple of the principals there at Cozen doing the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. I do want to remind the listener, I took the challenge as well. Financial guru and author and Price of Business contributor Chris Kidd challenged me yesterday, and I already took it, and you can find it at my Facebook page and at the U.S. Daily Review Facebook page. And I'm challenging all of our listeners to participate in it as well. You do it. Consider yourself challenged by me. We'll display your video over at priceofbusiness.com. So consider yourself challenged if you want to participate in that. And we'd love if you do a shout-out in your video to the Price of Business when you do it. But let's talk about the subject at hand. Technology is getting interesting. It's got kind of many blessings as well as many curses, and the folks at Cozen O'Connor are really on the cutting edge of that entire arena when it comes to the problem of big data and who's watching. Let's talk a little bit about that with Dave. Dave, tell us about yourself and the background of Cozen.
Sure. I'm an attorney at Cozen O'Connor. We have about 26 law offices across the U.S., Canada, and London. We have about 575 lawyers. I myself am chair of the firm's data security and privacy practice, and also a vice chair of the firm's labor and employment practice.
Very good. Tell me about how you guys found yourself in this arena of helping clients when it comes to big data. Big data has become an incredibly huge problem. It seems like the bigger it becomes, the more unwieldy it becomes, and the harder it is to protect and to secure.
Yes, absolutely. It's just the tip of the iceberg right now. Big data is the new buzzword if you read any tech article in the last year or so, but it's really been going on for several years. Google is basically run on big data analytics. A lot of your companies have been, I don't want to say secretly, but quietly using big data to try to impact their consumer marketing and to try to narrow focus their consumer marketing. And, of course, we've all heard about Snowden and the NSA. It just seems like suddenly we're awash in big data. So our firm, we try to be on the cutting edge of these types of issues because they affect our clients in every conceivable way.
Yeah, no question about it. So what are some of the litigation issues that can come up around big data?
Sure. There is, of course you have your privacy issues. A lot of time with big data, there's a process called anonymization, where you take these huge data sets and you try to anonymize the users, but then you turn around and when you use the data sets, you can actually figure out who somebody is pretty much by their date of birth, and their hometown. So you can figure out, who most people are just by those 2 or 3 data points. And so there's been a problem with anonymization. There's a huge problem with cyber breaches. As companies, because, big data itself is really not about a lot of data. It's just about the way you analyze the data in real time through using multiple data streams. So what a lot of companies are starting to do is they're starting to save all their data because they don't know right now how valuable that data can become, but they figure they'll find out a way to use it later. But when you save so much data, that also puts you at risk for cyber breaches. And we've all heard about, the Target cyber breach. There was a brand new cyber breach with a large hospital system where in China is behind it. So cyber breach is also a major problem as well.
Yeah, no question about it. Do you do any consulting, on helping people prevent breaches, or do you work with partners that help in that area? How do you function in that way?
Sorry to interrupt. We get involved both on the proactive type consulting, where we go to clients and we look at their systems and we try to figure out what the potential vulnerabilities are. We also get involved after a company's been hacked or breached, because there's a whole myriad of laws or potential regulations that you have to comply with. Because in the United States, unlike Europe, in the U.S., the regulatory scheme for personal privacy is very balkanized. It's split all over the place. Every state has their different rules. And so because a lot of our clients have customers and data about customers in all 50 states, if there's ever a potential breach, it can cause a major compliance headache.
Yeah, no question about it. So what other services do you provide? So you provide the actual technological assistance, litigation. Is there anything else we're missing?
Yeah, sure. We do the litigation piece of it. Another piece of it is there's a lot of different types of lawsuits now that are arising from the breach scenario. Can you sue somebody, for example, because they were negligent and they exposed your data to a breach? There's a lot of insurance issues in terms of the coverages that pertain to cyber breach policies. We also work a lot with our clients to manage their data from an information governance perspective. Okay, so you want to figure out what data that you need, what data that you don't need. The stuff that you don't need, you got to get rid of. And then we work with consultants. We have a whole cadre of consultants who can try to do what's called ethical hacking, where they try to hack into our clients' systems to expose any vulnerabilities. And so we offer every type of service, and we're expanding those. It seems like we're expanding those services just about every day.
Very good. I appreciate you spending time with us. Tell us a little bit, before I wrap it up, about the size range of your clientele.
Excuse me, could you repeat that? I'm sorry.
The size range of the companies you work with.
Size, we work with all size companies. It's, everything from the Fortune 10 to the, mom and pops to the large, middle-sized companies in between. And the thing about cyber breaching and cyber security is that as big data continues to grow, every type of company is potentially exposed to it, including law firms. And so, there's a saying in the cyber community that the only company that hasn't been hacked into yet is the one that doesn't know that they've already been hacked into.
Dave Walton, he's been our guest. He's with a company called Cozen O'Connor. You can find out more about him and his company at COZEN.com. Dave, thanks for being with us.
Thank you very much.
You bet. I do want to remind you, the listener, that the best content here can be found over there at usdailyreview.com. While there, like it on Facebook. Follow it on Twitter. I'm Kevin Price. You've been listening to The Price of Business, and I'll see you tomorrow right here on this great station.